A big question most advertisers are asking themselves is, should I go ABO or CBO with my Facebook ads campaign? And here's the thing, I've been running paidadvertising.com now for 3 years, spent over $10 million on ads, and now I'm currently coaching and educate one of the largest communities of agency owners on earth. And a lot of the students out there are building social media marketing agencies, and that is the question that reoccurs quite often on the calls that I have with these students. So I wanted to make this video today to walk you through my decision process when choosing whether I go with ABO or CBO. So let's get straight into it. So ABOs look like this. You basically, when you build a campaign, you decide to not turn on what's called advantage campaign budget. You go to the ad set level and then you set a custom budget you want for the given ad set. Either it's going to be a daily budget or either it's going to be a lifetime budget. So some of the reasons why you would want to pick an ABO in the first place are the following. One, you probably tell yourself you want granular control over your advertising budget, right? You want to make sure that you decide on what type of ad set, what interest or lookalike or broad audience that you have, and you want more control over it. Great. Second reason, which is actually not even mentioned there, but I think a lot of people have just been told to use ABO. They don't really know where it comes from. They haven't really questioned that belief, but they just go along with the flow and pick ABO. Second or third, in that case, point right here, you're doing audience testing and you want to be quote unquote fair once again. So you don't want Facebook to decide where they're putting the budget. You actually want to enforce a certain budget distribution yourself. Now, perhaps you're doing product or landing page testing or offer testing, and therefore you want to duplicate your winning ad set within the same campaign to do this test, right? So let's say I have an ad set, it's an interest-based ad set, I duplicate it, and then just change up the destination URL to try and benchmark one ad set versus the other, right? So one landing page versus the other. Other people talk about horizontal scaling. So what do I mean by horizontal scaling? Well, some people, instead of just raising the budget of a given ad set, they're just going to duplicate the ad set over and over again and just scale that way. All right. This other one that I hear quite often, it's, hey, I have a new ad account, so I do need to show Facebook where to look. And those are the main reasons why most people will pick an ABO. Now, other reason, you might believe you're smarter than an $800 billion company's algorithm. And look, again, I'm saying that as a bit of a jab that I like to take at people, because you'll get to see I have a preference between the two, and you're about to discover what it is and why. So here's what Meta says. So Meta says the following two things. Now, whenever you create a new campaign, they tell you, hey, do you want a tailored leads campaign as an example, or do you want an Advantage Plus shopping campaign? Well, if you pick an Advantage Plus shopping campaign, the only way you can go is one, broad targeting, and number two, with basically a CBO. Now, the Meta's top tips for using broad targeting, which is one of their latest article they've released now about how you should structure your ad account. They say in there, Meta's top tips for using broad targeting. So set your audience to reach at least 2 million people, okay? Only use age, gender, and location targeting. Turn on advantage detailed targeting. Consolidate similar ad sets to avoid audience overlap. So in other words, they're telling you go broad, only use age, gender, and location targeting, and just bring all your ad sets together. So now if you have one ad set, or at least a very small amount of ad sets, they're telling you to go broad. Should you use ABO? Because if all the ad sets are the same, or in fact, if you only have one ad set now, why should you use ABO? A second thing that Meta says is the following. In their Meta Performance 5, they talk about account simplification. One of the key sentences I want to bring your attention to is all the way at the bottom. It's like, to help automate the campaign process, we launched Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, a new tool under Meta Advantage that automates the delivery, creation, and management of ad campaigns with the power of AI. That's one of the things that it says. If I also bring your attention to the top of that same statement, reduce the complexity of your ad account structure to help improve performance. And finally, if I move your attention all the way at the bottom to this last point, creative concept, if you're trying to reach a specific audience, work to ensure the concept of your creative will resonate with that audience. So if broad is what Meta recommends, that only leaves you with one choice, doesn't it? So logically speaking, that leaves you with the choice of a CBO, because if Meta's telling you to go broad, if Meta's telling you to simplify your ad account, if they tell you, if we go all the way back here, to basically consolidate your ad sets together, you have one or a handful of ad sets, all of them are broad. The only reason why, in my opinion, you would want to have more than one ad set as of right now is to split your dynamic creative tests into batches, which that is a topic for a separate video. But they're telling you either, hey, there's no ad set level anymore with Advantage Plus shopping campaign, or they're telling you consolidate your ad sets and go broad. So in other words, there's no reason why you should use an ABO anymore, because there's no more kind of ad set level. I wouldn't be surprised if the ad set level completely disappears in the next couple of months or years, because that's what it's already happened with these Advantage Plus campaign type. Going back to CBOs are now called ACBs, right? Because if we go back up a little bit, at the top, they call it Advantage Campaign Budget. So if you're using an Advantage campaign, well, you have no choice but to use an ACB. And if you stick to a traditional campaign structure and follow Facebook's recommendations, ACB is the only only logical choice at that time period. So this is how I build my campaigns at my agency. It looks something like this, right? You have the campaign level, you have 3 ad sets. One of the ad set is a main ad set, all the winning ads are inside. Then I have 2 other ad sets. All of those are dynamic creative tests. And I have a few different assets under them. So 3 ads, 2 copies, 2 headlines. And I let Facebook optimize based on that. And I use spend as an indicator of whatever Facebook thinks is going to work best. So that's the trick with it. Spend is now a metric for success. Whereas before, spend was something you had full control over. Now you can use it as a soft metric to see what Facebook thinks of your given ad set, or campaign, right? So looking into that right here. So if I summarize the way that campaign style works is logically, if this is an ACB, Facebook will automatically allocate more budget to the main ad set. Why? Because it has all the winning ads inside of it. So Facebook's already proven these ads work, and logically it'll put more budget there. It's always the case. Unless it thinks that one of my creative tests that I'm doing, so ad set number 1 or 2, which basically are my DCTs, unless Facebook believes that one of these ad sets has a creative combination that can outperform my winning ads. And if that's the case, it'll spend more. And if it does spend more, and if this ad is above KPI, that's a new winner, which I now move into my main ad set. I kill this test and I relaunch a new one. And that's the everlasting cycle that you do. Because going back to what Meta is telling you, target with the creative concept. If you're trying to reach a specific audience, do so with the concept of your creative. And that's what I do right here. I let Facebook dictate, hey, if this ad is going to work better, I'll let you spend more on it. If you're not spending more on it, then I'll deem that this ad is unsuccessful. You might be telling me this or asking me this, Justin, what if I've produced a lot of ads and none of them are getting spent, and Facebook is only allocating all the spend on 1 or 2 ads? What do I do? Did I just waste these ads, or what's happening? Well, short story, you probably wasted these ads in the short term, because yes, Facebook most likely doesn't believe those are strong enough for it to put more spend to it. But once a month, what I started doing recently is I made a campaign called the Graveyard campaign. What I'll usually do is, alongside that given structure, I'll launch a Advantage Plus campaign. Every ad that I've made that did not perform, so they either didn't get spent or they got spent but they got very low ROAS, what I'll do is I'll move them into this Advantage Plus shopping campaign and see if any of those can be revived. So which is why I call it a Graveyard campaign. And either all the ads still end up being dead. I usually don't beat a dead horse, so I'll leave it on for about 2 to 3 days. If none of them actually work out, then we just stop that campaign and move on to going back essentially to this kind of testing. If ever I see a new ad that ends up working, then great. I leave it inside of my Graveyard campaign and I just basically optimize that campaign as a standalone Advantage Plus campaign, and that's about it. Which in other words, it'll help with creative diversification and work alongside my main ad set in this other campaigns. That is a structure that I started doing recently. Now, if you want to learn more about that specific campaign type and like really see me build one in the ads manager, then I recommend you check out this other video on the channel called Building a Complete Facebook Ad Campaign Made Simple 3 Steps tutorial. And with that said, if you're an e-commerce brand owner, you want to work with a paid advertising partner, and click the link down below and book in a call to speak with our team for a done for you ads and creative management. So gonna wish you guys an amazing day. Talk to you next video. Peace.